Hey everyone, Agnach here. Welcome to another video. As I said in previous videos, for the month of January, Resistance used a couple of clans in Champs 1. One of the teams finished first in their group and they finished 34th in the world. I was part of the Aussie militia team, and this month we finished 55 in the world, just behind alternate attacks. We had a good week, but we were a bit unlucky in War 4 and 6. We had 37 and 38 stars, which is quite a fair bit, but still lost. Even with the losses, we managed to come first of the group with 312 stars, and we also had the most destruction percentage, drawing with the second place. In this video, I'm bringing you the triples from our first war of the week against the team that finished second. So in this war, we had Blizzard Hybrid, Blizzard Lalos, normal hybrid, Sap Witches, and 3 combinations of dragon attacks like Dragbat, Blizzard Drags, and even an E-Clone Drag. So all of them really cool attacks. In total, we had 8 triples, and thankfully also had a 1-star defense that gave us the win. So let's go to the first attack. So the first attack here is Fresh, coming in with his Blizzard Hybrid, using the Lava Hound to tank the Blim so that he can put it into that little alleyway in between the Scattershot and the Eagle. That way he can get rid of Expose, Eagle, Scatter. Quite a fair bit of value, and he also starts with his Wizards around 5 o'clock just to create that funnel for his Queen. I think he wants the Queen to walk to the left. Now she's stuck with the Lava Hound, pops, uses the poison. Now she's gonna continue walking to the left. Now as you can see, there's that big hole that the Blizzard has created, which creates amazing pathing for his hybrid. So he puts his king at 3 o'clock, and now he sends the Miners, Fox, followed by the Warden and the Royal Champion, all of them going all the way inside to the Town Hall. Uses the freeze to freeze the Town Hall just to make sure that the troops get there before he has to use the Warden ability. He still puts the heal down as they're going through the blast. Now the Scattershot is being tanked by the Queen. The Queen uses her ability. The archers tank the Scatter as the Queen gets rid of the Scatter, and there's still a few miners left getting rid of the rest of the defenses. There's only 1 archer tower, but he's got plenty of troops, and this was one of the triples by Fresh. The second triple, we've got Aussie coming in here with the Lalo, with the Blizzard Lalo, and he also has a Sccwl spell. So he sends one of the Lavas to tank for the Blimp. He gets all the way into the Town Hall compartment. Now he can start putting his invisibility spells. He brought 4, so he uses 3 now. With the third one, all the Super Witches die, so he doesn't use the 4th one, so he can save it for something else. The Baby Dragon starts creating a bit of a funnel. The Super Minions from the CC get poisoned, and the King is just tanking them. Now they die in the poison, and now the single Inferno is hitting the King, so he uses the freeze and also the Sccwl spell to tank the Queen and the single Inferno. He manages to use that invisibility spell that lasted for a while there, and he manages to keep the Aussie and Queen alive. Now the Aussie does go down to the second Inferno. The Queen is there, but she still has her ability, so she's gonna have to pop it. He also started with his Lalo from 11 o'clock all the way down, uses the Warden ability. His Ice Hound hasn't popped yet. Uses the freeze for the Wiz Tower. The Ice Hound still hasn't popped, but now there's the single Inferno that is going to be targeting it. The Ice Hound is going to freeze everything, and everything went down. And very nice attack by Aussie with Blizzard Lalo. As I shown before, this attack completely broken. It's really strong. Now we've got Trento again with the same thing, the Blizzard Lalo. He doesn't have an Ice Hound. He's got the Super Wall Breaker, so he uses the Blimp to go into the alley compartment. He's going to be able to get rid of the Town Hall, the Royal Champion, the Ground Expo, and the Scattershot. So everything that he wanted went down, and it also creates a nice little pathing. And he can put his Queen at 3 o'clock with the King tanking. The Queen is going to be getting rid of the Lava Hound, and the King is just going to continue walking towards 12. Uses Baby Drag around 12. Just to create a bit more funneling. Uses the Ice Golem to tank the enemy King with a Headhunter just to kill it, and he also sends his Royal Champion. Now the king and the royal champion are getting rid of the 12 o'clock scatter, and the queen is beating through a wall, so he now sends the super wall breaker. She still has her ability, now he uses it, the multi-inferno goes down, and now the Lalo starts flying, and the queen ends up getting rid of that sweeper that was going to be pushing his Lalo back, and uses the freeze for the Wiz Tower and the single inferno. Now another freeze for the single inferno and the AD, and this was crushed by Trento. There's the tornado trap, but it's gonna do a little bit too late. So very nice attack by Trento, and this was another triple in this war. Now the fourth triple coming in by Rex Jack against this base. So he uses his blimp, drops it there. He's gonna be able to get rid of the CC, the Town Hall, and a few other defenses. I think we got rid of scatter shots there as well. You definitely don't want to have a base like this where the scatter shots can be chained through the Town Hall, because then a lot of your defenses are gonna be gone. I think it also got rid of a couple of expos, so yeah, very good value from the blimp. And now he sends his dragons. He's got the king and queen trimming the defenses and the buildings on the outside just to make sure that the dragons stay in the center. He also sends his his bats, and he had a freeze there for the Wiz Tower, and yeah, the bats end up dying, but he still has plenty of dragons, the E-Drag and king still alive. Very nice attack. Now we've got Coop coming in with the hybrid. This is the normal hybrid, so he starts with his queen charge at 12 o'clock. And let's see what happens. So now he puts the healers down. Now that he knows where she's walking, uses a super wall breaker just so that she can go in. Now the reason why he delayed those healers is so that he didn't put the healers, and then she ends up walking the other way, and then they start getting targeted by the AD. And there we go. So she gets rid of the CC. Send early the minion helping her with the lava pups, with the siege barracks and the king at 9 o'clock, and sends the next super wall breaker that is going to open the center compartment. That's going to allow the queen to go inside and get rid of the Town Hall as well, and help the hybrid getting rid of it after getting rid of a couple of the Teslas and also a Grand Expo. Hybrid ends up getting to the Town Hall at the same time as the queen, uses the warden ability. Everything ends up, all the hogs end up dying to the Town Hall and the scatter shot, but that's alright. He still has some of the hogs from the siege barracks going around with the miners, and also the royal champ, and he still has his queen ability, and this base was crashed with hybrid. Very nicely done. Now we've got Boom coming in with the mass witches, and he's got the 5 saps, 2 quakes, so obviously you need the 2 quakes and 5 saps for the scatter shot, which is what he wanted to get rid of. And he uses a couple of normal golems and 4 ice golems to tank his witches to go all the way in. Also uses a log launcher to start creating his pathing towards the temple, and also to get rid of the eagle and damage the temple quite a fair bit. It also kills the Grand CC that came out of the Clan Castle, and super minions go down to the poison. Now we've got some witches on the left side, some witches on the right side, and some troops in the center of the base, and this base was crushed by this. Also with the open walls, the skellies can go inside into the single infernos, and there's nothing that can stop this attack. Very nicely done by Boom. Now we've got Dexter coming in with the Eclone Dragon. So let's see, he sends the blimp from 6 o'clock to go all the way to in between the scattershot and the eagle. Those go down. Now he uses the poison for the headhunters, and the E-Drag ends up killing them, and also chains a little bit more, damages some of the defenses, doesn't get rid of them but does damage them. And now he sends a Lava Hound with the baby dragon to create the funnel at 3 o'clock, some sneaky comments as well, and he sends all of his dragons inside to go directly into the town hall. He's got a pack going to the right and a pack going to the left, uses the warden ability, so all the loons are going to be staying up for a little bit longer. Also with the rage, the town hall goes down. He uses the queen from 12 o'clock just to trim that defenses and the buildings over there, just to keep the dragons flying to where he wants them to go. Puts the king down. The king is gonna be getting rid of the defending king. The queen gets rid of the scattershot. Now there's only that single inferno, but he still has the dragon, queen, the king, and this was another triple by Dexter. And now finally we've got Rento coming in with the Blizzard Dragon. So as you can see, we had 3 different types of dragon attacks. So he uses the Blizzard to get rid of that entire town hall compartment. Very nice value indeed. And he also pulls the CC. I think he wanted the super wizards to get rid of the headhunter, which they do now, and they can start damaging the lava hound a little bit. Now he's trying to pull it towards 9 o'clock and uses the baby dragon to get rid of the trash buildings at 12. Now he sends the queen was getting rid of the lava hound and one of the dragons there for trimming the outside buildings. Now he can send the rest of his dragons into the base. So he's got a pack going towards the eagle and another pack going in towards that scattershot. Uses the freeze so that the scattershot stops hitting his army. He still has one more freeze, which he uses on the multi-inferno and the queen. The dragons end up killing her. He still has the king at full health with the queen following him behind. Now this base didn't have max defenses, but it was a really good plan by Trento, and this was another different way of doing a dragon attack. Also pretty powerful. Well, that was the first war in the Sccwl. I'll be bringing all 7 of our wars later on. If you like the video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time with more Clash. See ya.